Here we are. 999. I don't think it's gonna put us in the right spot, but that's okay. So we gotta load the flow chart up, and then we're gonna. Okay. So, what say we do the right side? You know, I just want to see. I feel like the right side is going to be the most drastically different thing that we could do. So let's do it. I feel like that would be really fun. I think that's definitely not going to be like. This is definitely the most divergent one. Like, this is definitely going to be the one that's like, oh, okay. Because there's no way that the story changes that drastically from Ace being the person that's like the killer ultimately. And so that's why this is going to be the most.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy! Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just...
Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to say.
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
Without it being walking to the door. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at door number 3. Junpei stopped.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying?
Yep. I think I might have found another way out.
What?
Really?
Just as Junpei had intended.
Now please, June.
Oh.
With those 2 numbers, the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the third asterisk blinked on.
All right, the only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your...
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18.
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Whoa.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! And all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit? Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
Santa was furious. His face was red, and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be? Santa or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Shit!
Let's go, Clover. Huh? No.
Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei and the door.
Fuck!
Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Wait, if it just doesn't validate, like if everybody just puts their...
Wait.
Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane!
He glared at Junpei. It's
Yeah,
just even...
well, you may be right. But
He turned to the red and pulled the lever. Oh, shit! With the sound of the metal on metal door opening, it would only remain open for 9 seconds. There was no time to think. Wait, but if one person doesn't go, then everyone else that goes in is fucked. Like, the person that doesn't go in is fine. No sooner they entered an all too familiar noise from their wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door.
No.
They stood still, stopped where they had been. Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed, and they were gone.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
Santa rounded on Junpei's lightning crackling in his eyes with his knuckles
You
wet.
realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke
We
with
gotta
Seven.
find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the four of them
We
would
got
be...
less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Wow.
You and I are not...
They scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
There was only one way out.
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran to the door. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled.
Damn, it's pitch dark and...
Can't see a thing!
Its head stuck through the door and looked around the room.
No, wait.
Ultimately, he spotted the blinking red light on
I
the...
found it.
I found it. He stepped into the room.
Ugh. The floor's slippery.
Uh-oh, he slipped around and glancing at his feet. What
Hey,
was?
What the hell are you...
There's something...
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The other three piled behind him. All felt immediately something was wrong. Nothing could be easily identified, only sense that something terrible shared the room with them. There was no time to say so.
Get...
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. They could see a tiny light blinking over and over.
There...
In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel. Oh. Pant, pant. Pant, 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 pant. Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air as his breathing began to return to normal. He glanced to his left and wrist and grunted.
It stopped.
Ha 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 ha. Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get you...
What the...
The sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is vile.
Okay, it was terrible. It's just like burnt rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over to Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took.
Oh, you're right.
Let's get the lights. There's a switch over...
The light that spilled in the room barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked towards it. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers towards the
Okay,
switch.
guys, I'm flipping it on.
Oh. There was a soft click to the light came on. Gasp. Just as the lights turned on, June took in a short breath in. Yeah. Okay. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before
What?
him.
Hey. Oh, this is...
What was left? What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood like tiny islands in a great red sea. A vast ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained of his intestines spelled out like a fresh spaghetti. Fresh spaghetti? What? Okay, I don't want to read
Looks
the
like an
description.
explosion.
Seven's voice was low and
Just like
strained.
the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb.
Oh, God. It's definitely an open...
It looked through as the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm split open, exposing a painfully white bone. Okay. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in
Face is
pieces.
the worst.
Yeah, can't even...
Half of his head was simply collapsed. The blood coating him almost made it look a raw pizza. Okay, come on, dude. I like pizza. You can't do that to me. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket, the yellow.
But the clothes...
They were all familiar to Junpei. Is that Snake? Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh, my God.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
No, suddenly June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream full of insanity and not entirely human.
No! No! No!
Snake! Grab fistful of her own hair.
Stop!
Whoa.
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
This is not the behavior of a killer. She's the killer. I don't know why she's freaking out. She screamed at the door and her fist slammed against it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood in her knuckles.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
June.
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just let me out!
June!
Jimmy couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go!
Please, calm down.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skidding across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst began, it was over. The manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arm. June collapsed toward the floor and Junpei knelt down with her. Wow. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Wow. Yeah, the real bloody knuckles there. Her shoulders shook and great hot tears rolled down her face
We're
like
gonna
rain.
be fine.
Like rain?
It's gonna be all right, June. It's going to be okay, Connie.
Connie? Her name was a whisper.
I'll be here with you, okay?
She nodded once.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently. His face was close to her. The scent of her hair was nostalgic.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here for a little while at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
Jumpy, my body. Oh, okay, cool. Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. Okay, cool. June stood up. He bent down and put his arm under June's and helped her to her feet. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. They had died in that room in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it, but mourning would do no good. They spread out and searched for a room. They felt as their heart was made of lead.
We better get to it.
Find a way out! Wow. This is the room where we're going to find a way out? I'm sorry, seek a way out. Okay, cool. That's where we came in. I guess it's not locked, but there really any point. All it's out there is a numbered door. We can't go back through the numbered door even if we wanted to. Blood's written blood. LLR. You think it would be some sort of dying message from Snake? That's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens to you. The way the blood tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is ain't Snake's. Then you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago? Yeah. Wow. Alright, let's see if anything happens when I turn you on. Nope. Not even a drop. Is the pipe clogged? Okay, cool. Wow. There's a piece of paper tied. Notice, drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Yeah. Left. Okay. Really hot. Man, the water must be just about boiling. Okay. So 4 digits. Looks like a key card. I wonder if we can get it somehow. Don't think so. It's too deep. I can't reach it. That's a thermometer. Can you get it off? No, it's screwed to the wall. Screws! I already checked all the toilets. Nothing unusual there. Bucket! Hey, Jumpy. Hey, come on. We can't just leave the past in the past. Oh, I didn't even read it. Sorry, I was just going. Junpei reached for the broom and grabbed it as he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was
The
June.
rabbit hutch.
Huh?
What? He turned around. Jill still looking sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face.
You just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
The
How
rabbit
did I
hut.
remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
I was?
Don't you remember?
I don't remember anything.
You mean you don't remember that summer either?
She looked very sad. He shook his head.
Of course I remember. How could I forget? It was terrible.
It was terrible. They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You
What?
held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You
Lewd?
told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
Giggle. June smiled and a little flush of life returned to
Then
her
we
cheeks.
decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's Akane Kurashiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the
You know, this
murderer
one day in
never
the
showed
6th
up.
grade.
We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something.
He felt the same way, but it was good to hear
Although,
her
you
say.
know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
There was a murderer.
Come on, we were just kids.
Whoever it
Whoever
was
the
killed
rabbits had
animals.
actually showed up. They probably would have had a knife or something.
A gun.
You must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried because you were there with me.
Wow, because you would likely have died first, and
You
I would
know,
have been able to make
no
it
one
away.
else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the
I
subject.
was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really?
Wow.
That's why you volunteered?
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
And then quickly looked away at something.
Really?
Of course.
Wow. That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago, he couldn't bring himself to tell how he felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know?
Wow.
We've gotta figure
Bad
out a way
ending,
out of
bad
this
ending.
room. Otherwise,
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
I should get back to it.
So do-
That's right.
maybe you should sweep it up.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? Well, maybe it was because we're...
Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. So the 6th grade. Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at waiting so desperately to live when Snake lay
I
dead
have to
before him.
survive, no matter the cost.
I have to
need
survive,
make
no
sure
matter the
she
cost.
gets out too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think was how much he wanted to live. Wow. Broom. We got it's a pipe. And then we got some toilet paper. Oh, we got a box. There's something in here. Luminol. What the hell is this thing? Some kind of spray bottle? There's something written on it. Lumen. I can't read anything else. The label's all faded. Let me see that. He just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice. Oh, this is luminol. You know, forensic guys use it at crime scenes. Oh yeah, the stuff that glows blue when you spray it on blood. Even if the blood's been wiped off, it still glows. Wow. Let's combine it with the bucket. The broom. Broom's a murder weapon. Toilet paper. What do you think this is? Looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. I don't pouring some water on it's gonna help either. What about hot water? Hot water? We had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe we could wash it off. What good would that do? Water tank for a toilet. Oh, sorry, I'm skipping the dialogue. What piece? Organized original character. What is that? Some kind of police slang? Probably. What did I say? Why does he look all sad now? It's not really important now, guys. Let's just check it out, all right? Well, he's not wasting any time. Oh, there's a screwdriver. There's a fucking random assortment of fucking shit. Kind of hard to flush a toilet without water. There's nothing in the toilet. If there was, that'd be gross. There might be something in the tank, you know. Let's open it up. Wait a minute. Red key card.
Hey, Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna, or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit.
Huh, yeah.
All right, I got it!
Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget.
What
Nothing.
was that all about?
Nothing, forget about it. Open. Okay, so clearly we need to bucket up some of this hot water. Could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Okay, sure thing. Oh, now the bucket's hot! This is kind of a bizarre room. There's like so much shit here. Oh, what if we combine the bucket with the cloth? Okay. LLR. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it up. Oh, flush the hot water. I should be able to flush it. There's probably a handle somewhere. Pull the handle. Oh, pull the handle. Oh, I couldn't see it. 185 equals. Oh, the buttons don't work. All right, what do I have that can reach it? The broom? Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Looks like it's doing the trick. There goes the gauge, and now it's at the open mark. It opened. It looks like there's a piece of paper in here. 857. 957. Did I say 857? I just straight up like didn't read the fucking numbers right. What an idiot. All right, what else do I actually have? So I had to use this luminol on something. And I have to like use the broom on something. Oh, wait, hang on. We can use the luminol. There's 6 gauges, right? I need to figure out which way the rest of them are pointing. Oh, maybe now we broom it. Maybe we wipe it with the toilet paper. Oh, turn off the light. Oh, okay. LLR, LRL. My print screen isn't working. LRL, LLR, LRL, LLR, LLR, LRL. I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything. Hey, the drain's acting up. What the hell did you do? I just messed with the valves a little. Nothing big. Hell yeah. Blue key card. Hey, something something devil with a devil or whatever. Okay, so did we use the broom on anything? Okay, great job. Both of the lights are on now. Now I just need to put in the password. Okay, let me make sure I saw what it was. Okay, hang on. So the passcode is, I need a notepad. Hang on. We got 957 plus, and then whatever was on the 815. 185 equals. Did I get that right? 185,957. 18957 plus 185. Let's do some quick maths. You know what I'm saying? 957 plus one. Nope. 957 plus 185 equals 1142. So it could be Just 1142. The keypad has 4 number places. Although we didn't use the broom. What's the broom gonna be used for? We should be able to enter the password. What's with the C and E key? E means enter, C means clear. So put in the password and hit E. If you screw up, hit C. Oh, okay. Maybe it's the digital root, which is 114268. Oh. Did I get the number right? 1142. And I definitely put in 1142, right? Okay. What if we broom up in here? Did I get the number right? 185? Did I do it in the calculator right? 957 plus 185. Okay, yeah, it looks like it. Did I use the toilet paper? Didn't find anything apparently. Hang on. I have yet to use the toilet paper or the broom. Do I combine them? What is this gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do with this? Is there something else in here? What the hell? Oh, 643. Oh, I could barely see that. Oops. Okay. 643. That changes everything. 634. Wow. Okay, well that's not this then. And then we got to get a calculator, so we got to do plus. I even typed it wrong. 634. 1776. What's the digital root of that? 17, 8, 15, 21, 3. Wow. Didn't mean shit. Got it, gamers. Hell yeah. You found it!
There's a large iron door at the.
Let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, Seth?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting.
What a smart guy.
Jumpy,
What's up?
what's that on the wall there?
Oh, I think it's
It's a
a
map.
map of the ship's interior?
It says sea deck.
So it's the map for... We'll have time to study it later.
No, we have time to study it now.
What the?
You're shitting me. We're back.
Clover! Lotus! Lotus?
How could you do this to us?
Knock it off. We got bigger.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in that door over there, the one without a number. As long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there too. Anyway, go take a look.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing?
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Fine, let's go.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back. I didn't think it would happen, so should I go as...
Yeah.
Very well.
Should I go as well? Yeah, murderer. Yeah, Mr. Killer. Mr. Ace.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red, then they shoved him into it and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in. Snake was the only one who went through the door.
Okay, this is all. I've seen this. Well, it's possible.
Here we go.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see.
It's got the Lotus.
Now we can go.
Looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
Oh, whoops. Let me go to the novel screen.
C and Bob.
Time to head down then.
Okay, this is all like not new information though.
This is a numbered door.
Yeah, it's...
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind.
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered door.
Then there's no need for argument.
We should figure out who's going.
Very well. Would anyone like...
I'll do it.
I'll go too.
And I suppose I need to go.
Oh. Wow, we really just like went for it.
All right.
Okay.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're...
Oh,
June blushed. So did Junpei. Aha! Aha! Don't be silly, asshole. Be-doo-doo. Be-doo-doo. Be-doo-doo.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Where the hell is it this...
I don't see it.
There it is. It's right there.
Fortunately, it only took them moments to find the dead. Then placed inside the room next to the number door. They gathered around and quickly okay. It stopped.
Yeah.
The guns, they've stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get. We should finish this game before imminent death. All right. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so
After taking a look around the room, Cell 7 spoke.
All right, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split.
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Unless Junpei was left alone.
I guess I'd better get started too.
I better just wait here. He looked immediately at the remaining 3 doors. Beater. What did it say? Confinement room hallway. I thought it said confidently long hallway. What's up with this? What's it supposed to be? Looks like a drawing of a whirlpool. Oh, okay. This little tile in the drain doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there. We have to use our heads on this one. All right, let's figure this thing out. Oh, the water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much I've turned, no water's coming out. Okay. Maybe it's for privacy? Yeah, no kidding. Maybe it's for fucking privacy. Can't say I want to sleep here. Yeah, who would? Oh, it's a screwdriver. It's like a Phillips head thing. Wow. You think it'll come off if you pull it? It fell off. Handle doesn't fit on the string. Maybe it wasn't meant to attach to it. Maybe it's a screwdriver handle. Oh shit. Symbol on the toilet lid, huh? Seems a little fishy to me. It's the sun symbol. Doesn't look like the ones on the doors. The inside's even worse. I'm amazed you can even bring yourself to touch it. Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? Okay. What the hell? It's not opening. There's something up with this drawer. I don't trust it. Why don't we just do the screws? Sweet, got the screws off. Now we can open the drawer. There's nothing in here. Well, maybe the drawer is what we need. The drawer, huh? All right, let's yank it out. Let's combine it with the screw. Now we have a place to carry my screwdriver. Is there like seriously nothing else here? Which is pretty old. If 7's on it, it'd probably break. You say something? No. I just said it made a rude comment for no fucking reason. What a prick. Somebody made a wavy blue lines on the mirror with blue paint. Is that a drawing of a blue scarf? Maybe it's like flowing water. No knob, no faucet. If we can find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get the water to come out of this thing. Oh, like maybe a faucet from the other side? If you don't want to, then I'll do it, right? Oh, it's the moon. What a filthy, disgusting moon. Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, all right? Peterson's. Well, it's not like I've got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. I want to. Yeah, pull it and flush the toilet. Oh, this is pathetic. No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time. Well, it's not like you're that young anymore. Wow. It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous. I can only be, if I could only be, oh, hello. Knob. So what kind of drawer do I have left? Wait a minute, there's something on the back of this drawer. Let's open the drawer. Oh, it's the tile. I see. That's why I didn't get knocked by the other drawer. Oh. Okay, I bet if we fill this one with water, then it'll pop up the tile on the other side. Okay, now I can turn the water on. Turn the water on. What are you doing? Pretty obvious, I'm running the water. I can see that. I'm asking you why you're just letting it run like that. Think about it. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right? What do you mean? Just watch. Anytime now. Oh, hey, water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged? Whoops, let's turn it off for now. So, did change, okay. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. I'm leaving this one to you, all right? I'm only into hacking. Oh, can I use the, okay, well. Easy peasy. Hell yeah. They seem pretty identical. Oh, wait a minute. It's a mirror, huh? Okay. Hey, Junpei put the wet tile into his pocket. He was about to turn away when there was a noise behind him.
What the?
He spun around to Seven, kneeling on the floor. His face was rigid and pale. Droplets of sweat covered his forehead.
Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man?
Wait, why is he sick?
You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
Do I have some, like, fox dye shit? He was concerned. He'd never seen Seven like this before. Slowly, the other man lifted himself to his feet, on shaky legs.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
You know, like, Akane got sick when she was with me, and now she's not with me, so maybe she's not sick. But Seven's with me, and he's getting sick. It can only mean one thing. Fox die.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure?
Seven didn't answer. Habit was so twisted as if distorted from extreme pain. Finally, he spoke.
What am I doing here?
Huh?
His word made no
What are you
sense.
talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked.
No, that's not what I mean.
He shook his head several times as if trying to clear
It
something.
ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi. Like, Nona.
Oi. Suddenly, Seven was mumbling to himself. They were words Junpei didn't understand. Seven's hoarse voice trailed off, and Junpei couldn't make out what he said.
What the hell was that?
Seven's brow feared as he ground his teeth back and forth.
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't.
Seven stopped, frustrated. He pulled his hat off and ran a hand through his hair. Then suddenly he looked up, his eyes wide.
That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people.
They had like rats in like a
Or something like that.
tank, and it was like just enough to
What the
drown
hell
them.
are you talking about?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here.
Seven began to mumble to himself and wander aimlessly around the room. He looked confused. So far as Junpei could tell, the man was simply rambling, but there was odd twitches to his movement.
Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Working that case. Huh? Junpei didn't have any answers for him, of course. He couldn't understand what was happening to Seven. All he could do was wait. After a few minutes, Seven finally stopped.
Wait, under this bed.
He crouched down and looked under the bed. His face registered a mild surprise and he began to mumble to himself again.
The hole's gone? No, maybe it was there's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
Unless Junpei could contain himself no longer.
What exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Maybe you could stop talking like a person with amnesia and just like talk to me. I'm here.
Well, it's not like I really remember I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces.
Junpei could feel it. Whatever Seven had remembered, it was important. Very
okay.
important. Seven drew a large, muscled hand down across his face. And as he wiped the sweat from his brow, he spoke.
From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
Yeah.
Are you a fucking cop?
I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago. You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why. It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them. I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yeah, that had to been it. That's why I went to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship. There was a bunch of movement there. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying bags. There was something about the way they moved, no doubt about it. I moved before I realized. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my... Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my... Drop the gun. Drop the gun. An old metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said, and then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my... A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete.
Don't move. Drop the gun.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no private. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. It was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed.
My man Seven, huh?
I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5. Where? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it.
Chilling at work? Nice.
No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the... I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids? But then when my inside man told me, it popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
I don't know about big well, I'm getting a big knowledge drop, but I went through door 3, and so I'm on like a divergent path.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. I stuck my fingers in and then...
Found out my man 7's like strong man.
Yeah. How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
You son of a bitch.
I finally got the damn sweat was dripping down my face.
Crawled inside. He had gone silent and somebody stood up.
Hey, what happened after that?
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids too.
Oh, it's the incinerator room.
Not good. What?
Ah, man, what happened to... Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Huh?
A girl? A girl died? He shook his head and
Anyway,
spoke.
just please don't ask me anymore. I really don't remember anything else.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't push yourself.
It's fine,
Going by what you said,
Baka.
the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same... They'd been brought here for an experiment. 7 said it had something to do with controlling humans. The 16 children who had been kidnapped, 7 had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light,
Aoi.
and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and 7 is, or was, I can't really use any of this, and I didn't learn anything about the nonary. Why were we brought to the same ship where, just what the heck is this about controlling? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment?
Did they conduct an experiment like that?
I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
Okay. Need to get moving. Okay. So all this looks sorted. What the hell? Oh shit. I'm gonna remember this. 4 and 7. So let's see the... it won't budge. Doesn't look like it's got a keyhole, and there doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? Maybe if we light it up. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so 4 and 7. There's a bunch of tiles on the door that spell out emergence. Emergence. Maybe we need to emerge out of here. When I touched the tiles to the door, I felt something weird. Huh? I can move these tiles. That means if we swap the tiles with the ones we got on the wall, something will happen. I suppose we just need to figure out what the strange design of these tiles mean. Anyway, we should look at all the tiles and see if they're the same size. You're right. Let's meet back here after we've done a thorough search. Oh, I see. Okay. There are? I mean, I guess they mean this room. (14 equals E). I think I saw a 14 in red somewhere else. Was it on something I'm carrying with me? Oh, yeah. (14 equals E). So it's kind of like a 14. Nope. Oh, the lock's locked again. Does that mean if I want to do that again, I'd have to, like, clear the entire flow of the entire game again? I mean, I guess I finished that entire path, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, wait, where have I seen a number before? What else do I have? Oh, I already took the drawer out of this desk. If the picture on the mirror is the spring and the water is the sink, huh. So what are even the clues that I have? So then in here is the moon. I don't remember this escape room. Okay, well. There's nothing in the drawer. All right. Alright, so there's still rooms we haven't checked yet. Oh, okay, so I need to, well, however we need to do this, I have all the required shit. I feel like it's just this room. I just can't figure out what to do here, so. It's a sink, but there's no light. I don't think there's anything going on with the sink. The faucet's too hard to turn. So the sun and moon 4 and 7. The 4 is associated with the sun, I guess. Oh, let me check one more time. The 4 looks like it's associated with the sun, and the 7 is associated with the moon. All right, then what do we do with that information? Yeah, that's right. There was some kind of number hint here. I think that maybe the number was how many times we took a piss. Oh, flush. Good call. Did you hear something? Okay. So now we need to go to the other room, 7. A lot of flushing, really fast flushing on this thing too. That sound again. It happens whenever I pull that string a couple times. Junpei, did you hear something from the other room? From the dark room? You mean I solved a puzzle? I'm a puzzle master? Tiles. Huh. And then what did the toilet say? 14 equals E? All right. How many E's are on here? Oh, there's 4. It looks like we've investigated all the rooms. Only mystery left is the door. All right, let's crack the mystery then. We've got 4 tiles. There's a bunch of tiles on the sides up at the wall there. So if we replace 4 tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, it should open the door. There's only one way to find out. Merges. Did you just hear it unlocked? Does that mean we got it right? It looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert it to hexadecimal, that's an E. Basically, E is an emergence in the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace that, gives us the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. I care why. Let's go. I did it! I found it! I found it! Gamer. They passed through the open door and headed to the next room. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around. Wow, fun.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
It's like a throne, like a comfortable chair.
Oh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
It's got a bunch of cables, so you know you can connect your phone or whatever if you want to charge it. It didn't open, and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least.
Wow.
Rather not sit in it if I can avoid.
The back was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of
Looks
wires.
like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
Junpei turned to look to the right side of the room. There's a table covered with pieces of cloth.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
No, it's probably just ketchup, you know, like messy gamers. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and they had a feeling he didn't want to find out.
Oh, what the hell is this?
It's like fucking Mjolnir is on the table.
What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it and tried to focus on something else.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Oh my god, second escape. Let's go. Seek a way out. Hell yeah.